We continue to learn more about newly disclosed discovery materials in the trial against Kimberly Kessler. She's the woman accused of killing a Nassau County mother of two.
Now, she stood before a judge today. Kessler is charged with killing Joleen Cummings, who went missing last May. On your side's Eric Alvarez is live in Nassau County for us tonight. Eric.
Well, Cummings and Kessler worked together here at what used to be Tangle's hair salon. Now, Cummings' body has never been found, but still, right now, Kessler is behind bars here in Nassau County, charged with her murder. Outside the Nassau County courthouse on Thursday, a mother desperate for answers.
Today's a pretty emotional day. Today marks 291 days that my daughter, Joleen, remains have not been found.
Inside, Kimberly Kessler stands silent before a judge, the mask over her face because she refused to take a tuberculosis test. The neon green color of her jumpsuit marks her as a high-risk inmate, one that has to be escorted by 2 deputies at all times. On Wednesday, investigators made evidence in the form of dozens of photographs, documents, and videos public. They show before Cummings went missing, Kessler went online to look up the terms female murderers, post-mortem bodies, and psychosis. After the disappearance, she searched Cummings' name for 8 hours in a single day. A glimpse at Kessler's history shows a string of frightened people, from romantic partners to co-workers and childhood friends.
I tried to stay off of Kim's radar because, quite honestly, she was a scary individual.
A judge gave Kessler's defense team 2 weeks to object ahead of a possible release of even more evidence. For now, Kessler remains a high-risk inmate at the Nassau County Jail, while on the outside, 3 children are left without a mother, and Ann Johnson is left without closure. She says only 2 things can give her that.
I'm asking, please take a second of your day to pray for Joleen's remains to be found. Take a second of your day for the justice to be served.
Next on First Coast News at 6, the chilling premonition Cummings made to a co-worker here just days before she went missing. Live in Nassau County, Eric Alvarez, First Coast News, on your side.